Hey guys, it's me, Max here, and I'm giving you my Flower Cardian deck profile. I've been waiting to give you guys this deck profile for so long, so let's go into this. So yeah, first you want to have 3 Cardian Pines. This guy is needed for the deck. Because this is the lowest level Cardian, it's pretty good too, since all the rest of the Cardians basically say if you control a certain level or lower, you can special summon them. And Pine is that card. If this card's normal summon, you can draw a card. If it's a Flower Cardian, add it to your hand unless if it is not, it is sent to the bin. So yeah, if this card is destroyed by card effect, you can draw a card. So I like it. I like Pine a lot. Next is 2 of Pine with Crane. You have to basically tribute Pine to summon this card. So effect of Pine with Crane. If it's been tributed to special summon, you can draw a card if it's unless it's a Flower Cardian, special summon it. If it's not, it goes to the bin. If this card is battled at the end of the battle phase, draw a card. It's a 2K master, which I like. It's pretty good. Hope my phone actually focused on that. Next are 3 new cards from Invasion of Vengeance. Is Flower Cardian Pony with Butterfly. It's the second tuner that Cardians have. It's level 6, 1000 attack and defense points. If you basically have to tribute a Cardian monster, any level Cardian monster to special summon. If this card is summoned this way, you can draw a card. If it's a Flower Cardian, you can look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. Then place them at the top or bottom in any order. So I'm like, okay, draw a card, Flower Cardian. Can I please look at the top of your deck? I look and see if I want to put top or bottom. Your opponent cannot see the cards you look at, so that's pretty good. Its other effect, which is the same as the other Flower Cardian tuner, is all materials for a single summon counts as 2, including this guy. So yeah, you can do a lot of level summonings. Another card that's from Invasion of Vengeance, level 7 Clover with Boar. Again, 1000 attack and defense points, tribute any level Cardians to summon this guy. It's card special summon this way, draw a card, it's the Flower Cardian. You can destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. So yeah, you just have to draw a card and then you can destroy a monster. I was tentative enough running this guy, but after very much consideration, I decided to play him. Just to get rid of a big guy they have on board. So yeah. Next is 3 of Flower Cardian Zebragrass. So yeah, special this card if you control a level 7 or lower Flower Cardian. It's level 8. Its main effect is it's Magical Mallet. Put as many Cardian monsters from your hand into your deck, and then shuffle and then draw the same amount you put back in. So it's really handy, and I would recommend putting it at 3 in your deck. I've play tested this deck so many times, and this has always seemed to help me. It's a really nice card. You guys have noticed I'm using 2 only of the tribute summon guy, 2 Crane, 2 of this, but I am still having to play set of Pony Butterfly. So yeah, tribute a level 8 to summon him. Pretty much Zebragrass. If this guy's special summon this way, draw a card. If it's special summon is flower card unless send it to the bin. This monster's effect, if it destroys a monster, you can draw a card. But most likely you won't really summon this guy. You'll probably just use him as like cost at some point. Next are playset of Willow. Willow is pretty much the you got a guy in your bin, don't worry, I'll add it back to your deck and then you draw one. Most likely you want to get Pine back. Since Pine is one of the main cards in your deck, you will have to rotate him back into the deck. Also, you just have to show a level 10 or lower. You get to summon this card. It's basically put card back from your bin, your Cardian monster back from the bin to your deck. It's once per turn, so you can, if this guy's still on the board during the next turn, you can use this effect again. Next, Flower Cardian Willow with Calligrapher. Calligrapher is the other tuner, and basically you pretty much have to tribute Willow to summon him. Basically, draw a card if it's a Flower Cardian, specimen it on, and if not, just send it to the bin. It has pretty much the same effect as the other tuner. All materials counts level 2 for a single summon. Pretty much, it's for any. It doesn't have to be a synchro summon of a Flower Cardian synchro, but most likely you won't be able to touch anything but Flower Cardian, since most of the effects state you can only special summon Cardian and Flower Cardians this turn. But still, I just like to use this card. It's also nice how you can see the synchro right there. The other new Cardian that came with Age of Vengeance is Maple with Deer. It's pretty much, if your opponent has a spell trap card, tribute to special summon and destroy it. I'm sorry, no. Draw a card as Flower Cardian and destroy it. Most of my deck mostly has a lot of monsters and only a couple of spells. I wasn't planning on using this one, but I found it pretty helpful at times in the deck. Next is Flower Cardian Polonia. That's it, Polonia. Basically, with Polonia, it's sort of like one of those things. While you control level 11 or lower card, you express them as cuff in your hand. You can also summon monsters for the turn except Flower Cardians. When this card's targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack, end the battle phase, and draw a card. So it's pretty much one of those things you draw into this, you still have another like card on board. You special summon, you switch that one to defense mode, and you're pretty much, okay, I'm safe. They attack into this, I'm like, okay, effect, end your battle phase, negates your attack, end your battle phase, I draw a card. They're pretty much what? And most people won't believe me, so they just read the card. I'm like, GG. Great attack, so I find this guy really handy at 3. It's pretty much one of those things that are, okay, let's got a big guy on board, summon this and end. 2 of Polonia with Phoenix. I don't like Phoenix. I don't like this card. It doesn't seem as helpful as Polonia itself. If this card affects badass shield, so yeah, effect, tribute, basically Polonia, summon this card, draw a card, if it's a Flower card, it's special summon it, if not, send it in the bin. If this card affects bow down to your opponent, you can draw a card. Most likely you won't have that to do that because most of the guides are pretty much over 2k attack most of the time when this guy's on board. Still, it's pretty much just bait really for costs. Now for the spells, 3 Flower Gatherings. Flower Gathering is really good, and thank God Cardians have this card. Pretty much special summon 4 Cardians with 100 attack from your deck. So pretty much Pine, Zebragrass, Willow, and Polonia from your deck. In attack mode, their effects are negated, but you have 4 guys on board. So if you have a tuner in your hand, you can tribute one of them, special summon, effect, draw, summon. Did you do all that? And this one card sets up everything for a synchro summon. Now, for this card that came out in Vengeance, is Flower Stacking. This card pretty much says it in your name. It stacks 3 flower cards to the top of your deck with different names. It has a banish effect in the bin that allows you to basically return a card from your graveyard to your hand, pretty much any flower card you want. So, pretty much all these. It's a card I've been needing for a while, and I've been waiting for Vengeance to actually play this deck. I'm really enjoying it. Next is another card that came out in Vengeance, which is Super Koi Koi. It works really well with flower stacking, maybe because you stack your deck with 3 Cardians, then you can, with this card, excavate them. And with that, you basically can summon them. But if one of them isn't a Flower Cardian card, let's just say you draw this, I'm like, okay, play this. You have 2 Cardians and a spell card. That spell card will be banished face down. You take 1,000 points of damage. It's that risk. That's why most likely you want to use it with flower stacking. It has an effect when in bin. You basically banish it to tribute to special summon a flower card, ignoring its summoning condition, I believe. Yeah, ignoring summoning condition. So it's pretty much, okay, I have Zebragrass, I have Calligrapher in hand. Tribute Zebragrass, summon Calligrapher. Then summon some other guys in synchro, some stuff like that. So yeah, it's really handy and mandatory for the deck. I'd rather run place of each of the Flower Cardian spells. Now for the other spells I run in the deck. In this deck, I run 2 Law of Darkness. I tried it at 3, but didn't quite like it, so I decided to put it back at 2. 2 seems to run better for this deck. If you want to run 3 in yours, that's perfectly fine. But I prefer to run 2 of this. It's the banish 1, draw 2, banish 1. 1 Rotor, because you want to search out your Pine as fast as possible. Next set, when Raging Tempest comes out, we'll be getting a level 3 card called Cherry Blossom. You also probably want to search him with this card too. But I will go on about Cherry Blossom in another video probably. So yeah, really nice card. Good card to start off with too. Too bad it's limited. I can do so much with this card. And my own Lord Tech choice is Soul Charge. It's unbelievably so good in this deck. You pay like 1,000 or something to summon out, like, I don't know, Pine. With Pine, you can do all this. You can special summon as many from your hand as possible. Sure, you can't attack, but then you have plays again. You got stuff to play. You could also do this with the synchro, which I'll explain to that when I get to it. It's unbelievably good in this deck. Next, for the extra deck, yes, I do not run any traps in this deck. Cardians don't need traps. Forward Freeze is a side deck card for me, and I do have it in my side for Cardians. For the extra deck, it's 3 Flower Cardian Light Shower. So yeah, Light Shower, it needs 1 tuner, 3 non-tuners, so 1 of your tuners and 3 other masters. This is pretty easy for this deck. 3,000 attack defense points. Your opponent cannot target flower cardians you control with card effects, nor can be destroyed by card effects. So the only way to kill this guy and other cardians is by battle. During your opponent's draw phase, they draw a card. For the normal draw phase, inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. So if they draw, they take 1500. Then during their end phase, this card's still on board. It probably will. You have to activate one of these effects. Skip the draw phase of your next turn, or negate this card's effect until the end of your opponent's standby phase. Well, like you're playing cards, you're like, okay, got a good hand. I'm going to skip my draw phase because I'll probably have like stacking and koi probably in hand somewhere. So I'm set for next turn. And if like they destroy 2, you've just synchro summoned to this guy in defense mode. You then play Soul Charge to special summon the rest of them, these guys in your bin, to then end your turn. They take 4,500. That's pretty much game in late game. So yeah, that's the crazy stuff you can do with Light Shower. And sure, you're taking 3k, but you basically won the game of a Soul Charge. And these guys can't be bottomless. So yeah, I think probably you're going to see a lot of flower kinds played. I hope so. And next, the new synchro from Invasion Vengeance is Flower Cardian Ballfly. It gives all Flower Cardians piercing. You banish a Flower Cardian from your graveyard, and until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot special summon cards from the graveyard nor activate card effects in the graveyard. So it's what's it called again? It's an Abyss Dweller, practically. But for Cardians, it's really good. I do like the main reason why I went for this deck is just for the art style. I just love the way this deck works and just love the artwork. So yeah, that has been my Flower Cardian deck profile. I'll be doing some more updates videos for other decks in some time this week or next. Also, there's my Red Ice deck, which I'm trying to get finished to show you guys. I just need to get the Comet Dragon. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next.